It's time for
a sensitive sports podcast.
Oh yeah, bring us in. Bring us in.
Thank freaking God we are back. Oh my God, it's been way too
What
long.
a long wait. What a long wait, boys.
Beautiful boys, beautiful girls, beautiful sensitive sports fans around the world. What it do?
What it do, baby? What it do? And now I gotta say something. I want you all to bow your heads. I want to start us off with a prayer.
Dude,
Everyone bow down.
I know a
Start
couple
prayer.
podcasts where they do a prayer.
All right.
Something similar.
Sweet sensitive sports, baby Jesus. I want you to send a lot of thanks and love to this man Tebow. And I want to give him a lot of support through this tough times he's going through. This is his second time getting cut from a team. That beautiful Greek god face is just feeling terrible right now, and I just want to send all that love. Sensitive sports fans, just don't be mean to this guy on Twitter,
You know,
You
he
saw
would
the
pray for
highlights.
you.
Amen. All right, here we go. Folks.
Jameson had a very close.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a little teary-eyed there, dude. We're just T-bowing. All right.
Amen. Okay. Literally.
Amen.
Anyways, we got a lot to get into today. There's been a lot of sports news that is, came into action since the last time we've been here and or we've been together. And do you guys have any?
Some say it's too much to handle.
Too hot to handle.
We're gonna try it.
That's like my fantasy team every year for you guys.
We're gonna give it a full go right now.
We're gonna give it a full go, real quick before we get going. The executive producer, the MVP, the guy, the alpha leader, squad up, J Grizzy.
Jay.
Give it up, everybody, for
Come on
our
now.
executive producer, please. Let's go.
He wears glasses and he doesn't need them. We all know that.
I beg to differ. I think he needs them. He definitely
Hey, you look the
needs them.
part, though. You look the part over there, bud. You look good.
Appreciate it.
And not with us tonight, the executive director, because she is caught up at work and she is a very busy, hardworking woman. And we wish she was here, but she's got to pay the bills. Evelyn Gomez. We'll see you next time. But you manage those fools.
I mean, she is a
You
grown-up,
manage them real good.
and she is dealing with a bunch of delinquents right now. So she's got she needs a break every now and then. All right.
I know a couple delinquents. So
We all know I could get a little out of hand, and she needs it. She needs that break.
Per usual, we have some NFL, we have some MLB, we have some NBA, we have some UFC. And Jameson, what are we getting into first today?
I think
Wait. First. Do you have any exciting news that has happened this past week?
I'm
Anything?
I'm
any
gonna-
highlights of the week?
going to tread a little cautious because I did 2 weeks ago hit a hole in one, but this past week I did hit a guy right in the finger. Now the ball bounced. It was hole 18.
I thought you were going to say hit him in the wiener.
No. It bounced.
I was about to say 2 hole-in-ones in 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I definitely.
What was this guy like? Was he a big ass
No.
buff
This
dude?
is the thing.
Oh,
It
no.
wasn't that far from the actual hole. He just was walking, and it was just right there. Maybe he shanked it a little bit, and that's why he's walking towards me.
This guy was.
But I'm yelling 4, and he does it. He clearly probably does not speak a lick of English.
Okay.
Now we know. I mean, there's things happen, but yeah. The ball bounces, hits him in the finger. We go over there and ask him what's going on, and he just was not responding. So we just carried on with our game, and we went home right
so
after
he
that.
was mad at you guys?
He literally looked at me square in the face, and I said, "Are you okay?" He took a puff of his cigar, and I took that as there you go, champ. And you know what? I'm sorry I even asked, okay? My apologies. I just kept on riding. All right, that was it.
He was mad.
Got par on the hole, so I'm not mad at it. And I told him, I said, "Look, do you know where my ball landed? Because I still got to finish the hole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you interfered a little bit with my play, but
And
I
you
still
just
need to
didn't
keep
say
on
a
riding."
word.
I didn't say a word.
What a weirdo.
And you know what? It was one of the weirdest experiences. JJ couldn't even finish the hole.
I had one of those.
What about you guys? You guys have anything?
What is SeaWorld?
Oh, yeah.
Were those trainers in the water with those whales?
Were those turtles? Was it that time of year?
It's.
I'm
I
talking
think
hours.
I saw turtles. I saw
Dude,
a lot
they
of-
make the loudest noise. You know what I'm talking
You don't
about.
think you were at SeaWorld?
Yeah,
See the turtles?
it was a
not.
long day. It was hot. It was.
Okay.
I was wearing, rainbows. Should have wore some running shoes. Feet were not doing so well at the end of the day.
What you wore flip flops?
Yes.
You gotta get those dad New Balances, but they'll keep you on tight
I
all
got.
day.
You know what? I got the dad bod. Just need the dad shoes, and we're good.
So no turtles. Did you see were the trainers in the water with the whales?
No. So ever since what happened a few years ago, and obviously it was reported on Blackfish.
We all know.
What happened?
Yeah.
Someone get eaten?
So have you seen
dude.
Blackfish, Jameson?
honestly, it was too sad. I got 5 minutes into it. I saw one dorsal fin flop into the side, and I knew that wasn't right.
So, the whole movie was based around orcas or killer whales, and there was an incident. It's probably about 10 years ago now. One of the orcas pulled because the trainers used to be in the water with them.
We talking about Shamu?
Yes,
okay.
Shamu.
Shamu.
The
really?
Shamu.
Yeah.
Oh, so the actual whale was named Shamu.
There's an OG one.
Yeah, Telecom was his name.
Oh, Telecom. He sounds.
Anyways, he grabbed the trainer, pulled the trainer underwater, pinned the trainer to the bottom of the pool, and the trainer drowned.
That's right. It was.
Hey. You want to hang out with whales? They're gonna do whale shit, all right? Like that's what's gonna happen. I don't know what more to say.
That's a beast right there. But I
think it's all cute and cuddly to get tossed out like a freaking spirit animal into the mid of the water, dude. It's not gonna happen like that.
Oh my gosh!
Those people in the splash zone just watch a murder happen front row. That is incredible.
Look at mommy.
Goodness.
Dude, this is not good. No bueno. I'm glad that didn't happen to your trip though, because I definitely want to go there soon. Actually, and I love the zoo.
What about zoo? The zoo was great.
I saw Alec Baldwin at the zoo.
Alec Baldwin, the actor?
Alec Baldwin from 30 Rock, Departed.
Dude,
Ross.
Dude, you used to be on 30 Rock heavy. I remember that.
You
were on that for a minute. I remember
I'm actually here watching it again.
Come here, Lemon.
The past 2 weeks. Yeah. Lemon, I don't know what it is that makes you think people in this world are good.
Yeah, that was great.
He's such a successful man. The last one I was watching, he was like, oh, Lemon, I love debating, sir. I love a negotiation. It's negotiation day. We need to go negotiate. I wish I could do it right now. And then some guy comes in and goes, I can't make the meeting we had at 2 today. Could we do it at 10? He was like, I can't do 10. Can we do 11? And then he goes off and gets down to the bottom of it. Funny show, great show. Saw him at the zoo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Saw him at the damn zoo.
Do you remember what exhibit you crossed paths with him at?
Honestly, no, dude. I saw Alec Baldwin. So listen. His profile was down a little bit, and nobody knew. And he was there with like 4 people. Probably looked like his kids, and then his grandchild.
Okay.
And I look at this guy and I go, this is Alec Baldwin right here. And I walk a little further away, look back. He's like, I'm not too far away from him, probably a good, 20 feet. 20 feet.
That's close enough to, if it's COVID, you're getting him sick.
No COVID. This is about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Take a step back.
So I look back at him. I look at him like 3 times, and on the 3rd time, he gave me a little bit of a head nod. Dozer was with me too, and we were both just like, "Oh, dude," because I was like, "Dude, that's Alec Baldwin." He was like, "Yeah, I think it is too," and it was, dude. And then we heard, and his son was like staring at us and walked over there, and then that's right when he looked at us.
Okay.
That's how we knew like he was
that you were getting recognized,
because that fool was like, "Hey, these fools for sure know it's you."
It's like the one time I saw Russell Westbrook at the.
And you don't want to blow
the airport. That's what I'm saying. He looked at me, nodded, and I was just like, "Yeah, I can't say nothing."
We didn't go and say hi or anything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was just like, "Okay,
dude, it's Jack Donaghy."
This dude probably gets it a lot. Let's just let him go in peace.
Anyways, guys, what do you want to get into first? I think probably.
What we got, Josh?
UFC? You said you wanted to get into UFC first because we don't have the most to talk about.
There's no fights this week, but we're going to talk about what's coming up in the August and late September. So
I don't even think next week's fighting for a belt or anything.
No. Next week is August 21st. It's going to be Cannonier versus Gastelum. The following week we got August 28th, Barbosa versus Chikadze. I hope I pronounced that right, Chikadze. But that is also the tough finale fights that same night.
Now that last name one more time.
Chikadze.
Wow.
Now this guy, I mean, we'll get more into it next week.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what he's doing. Then after that, we got September 4th, Brunson versus Till, another fight night.
Oh, Till.
Yeah, Till's
big
coming
old,
back.
What's
he just
English?
had a huge interview with Ariel Hawani, and he used to.
That's your guy.
Used to Scouser.
That's your guy.
With the fighting fish behind.
I like
him.
He talked crap too.
He did, but I mean, he's not. He hasn't been backing it up in the past few fights. That's what's been.
Yeah, 2 years ago though, he was really like.
Jameson, pop quiz, hot shot. When you talk about the Scouser accent, where does that mean you are from in England?
It's gotta be a little place where they are very proud of their teams, Liverpool. Yeah, baby.
Yep, that's correct.
Now, don't you ever do the test me again like that. All right,
that was awesome. Good job.
All right, following week after that, we got the paper. No, it's not the paper. Take that back. It's September 18th, Smith versus Spann. Which we love Lionheart, baby.
This is the 28th?
This is September 18th.
Okay.
So we're past the August 8th. And then late September is the pay-per-view, which is Volkanovski versus Ortega, which is a very, very great fight. I believe everyone who's a MMA
Which one of those fights has the best main card though?
I'd have to say Volkanovski versus Ortega with the way Ortega looked at his last fight.
Okay, what next question? Which one of those fights has the best event? Like other fighters are in that.
I'd have to look a little bit more into it, but if you have been following the TUF finale or the entire Ultimate Fighter, that could be a great card with Barboza and Chikazi at the end.
Now, if you've been listening to these episodes, you know we have our fantasy football draft here coming up. And when we get into NFL, we might little freestyle a little bit and just go crazy about some fantasy advice because it's right around the corner. You know, coming around the mountain when she comes. You ever hear that song? That's football right now, okay?
I'm sweating.
What I'm going to say, finish that with, though, is after the beer mile, after the draft, and after we grub, we're going to drink and we're going to watch some fights. And what is it? The Ultimate Fighter?
The Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah. The championship or the finale is
that night.
That night. Yeah. So, and there's also going to be that little Kevin Lee.
Yeah. So this weekend is Cannonier versus Gastelum, and then we have next weekend is when we have our draft.
That's right.
Barboza versus Chikazi, and then the following night it's going to be Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley.
Awesome. You know, so we're UFC. We have a lot to look forward to. And we especially, the 28th, have a lot to look forward to.
You know what I wanted to say?
Yeah, I have breaking news about this, the Brunson Till night.
What happened?
For you fans out there. Alexander Gustafsson is coming back to fight Paul Craig.
Oh, wow. When's that? Oh.
Now, if you know Paul Craig's exciting, because people on the ground, I mean, he just dislocated a dude's arm the last fight. Made it look mangled. Made it look like a ball of yarn just tossed in your freaking backpack.
Brutal.
You know, headphones? Remember those headphones you used to put in your backpack? You had to untangle them? That's what his arm looked like after that fight. Terrible.
It's not even...
But Alexander Gustafsson's coming back after you retired?
Okay.
Hey, we're looking at
We have a lot to look forward to.
You like that?
I like that.
I love
that.
Yes, we do. I love that a lot. I love that a lot. Is there anything else that we need to get into with UFC? We were going to make that a shorter segment today so we could absolutely get into it.
No, we're good. What we got?
I got something to say.
Okay.
You know, that September 18th card, Smith versus Spann.
Yes, sir.
When that comes up, it makes me think of two like vegetable oil companies fighting against each other. You know.
No, you're gonna have to explain that to me because I don't understand.
Spam?
Yeah.
Never heard of Spam?
Oh, I heard of Spam.
Spam.
Though. The dude's name is SPAN.
I know.
So you're saying this dude's cheating?
I know where you're going with this.
No, I
thought Pam is what it's called, not Spam.
With two N's? Pan?
I thought it's Pam. Remember the whole Pam dilemma in Step Brother? I thought the thing's called Pam, dude. The grease oil thing?
Nah. Do you know who Trayshawn Gore is?
Yes, he got taken out. He's hurt. So he's hurt. He's supposed to be in the TUF finale, but he had gotten hurt. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so he's going to get replaced by Gilbert Melendez.
Ooh.
Huh? Yeah.
That's correct? Oh, okay.
Right, it's good.
Dude, that's going to be... Dude, the 28th is going to be a fun-ass day, dude. We're doing a potluck. We're all going to bring food. And we're going to watch the Ultimate Fighter Championship and that UFC event.
It'll be a great night of fight.
Phenomenal.
We just need to figure out a time for that. So
for what?
Figure it out, JJ.
Dude, whoever's not going to stay for the fights is not going to stay for the fights. We're probably going to start that thing around 11 o'clock. And my buddies that are in the league, they could go ahead and listen to it here. We've been doing this for a long time.
My apologies. Not Gilbert Melendez. Gilbert Urbina.
Okay.
Got that mixed up. Gilbert Urbina, who was in the TUF. Sorry. Gilbert Urbina.
I was like, is that...
I know Gilbert Melendez is everyone's OG fighter.
Yeah,
Gilbert
I was gonna say
Urbina.
he's already established.
Got that word mixed up. Gilbert Urbina. All right.
Good stuff. Yeah, like I was saying, Josh, before we get into the NFL right now, I think we start at 11. Just right on the dot. These mother effers are ready with the nipples out, ready to run.
I'm talking, dude. It's gonna be a brisk breeze.
I really think these fools need to take like 2 shots and a beer before they run. I think they deserve a little bit of a freaking, punishment for coming last, especially since I tried so hard to get these guys to commit to their punishments for years, and everyone's like, yeah, we're down. Oh, yeah, we're down. And then everyone bullshits, but we still throw in this money, and everybody still commits and shows their faces around town. So I'm just over here like, we got to do something. So these 3 guys are like, okay, we're going to do whatever we got to do, because when we put the contract together and we sign it and everybody, gives their John Hancock. Yeah, no, I was going to make up a sicker joke, but I didn't want to do that to the sensitive people out there, even though this is sensitive sports, but straight the F up, and then the winner's going to choose the punishment, or are we going to league decide that?
What I want, dude, I wonder how many people have listening who have fantasy leagues what their punishments were, because I would love to get a general idea of what other people are doing out there.
Please,
you see the extremes.
Instagram, hit our DMs.
Instagram,
if you have any
YouTube,
YouTube.
You watch us on YouTube. Leave some comments about what you think should be.
With that said, we have a buddy in our league named Kyle, and he made we're gonna reveal the punishment right now. Okay, it's not the punishment yet, and that's something that we need to vote on it, and we're gonna do that on the 28th in the morning when oh god, it's gonna be like Christmas morning. I'm very excited to let it eat in the draft. But he said the loser should have to stay in a Taco Bell for 24 hours. Every single dollar taco and or bean and cheese burrito they eat knocks an hour off of the time remaining at the Taco Bell. Unbelievable.
For a person like me,
that's the one.
Dude, so for a person like me, it's going to be an absolute struggle, bro. I'm going to be there for 18 fucking hours.
And don't come in last.
No, but that's my whole point. It's like
starve yourself the week before.
I will never
flirting with that last
because
play.
I would never want to do that. So I would never tank. So I would never want to do that.
You would what?
I would never tank because I would never want to do that.
And that's the
point of the punishment, right?
But why would you want to tank?
Well, there would be that was my whole reason for
never a want.
My whole flipping for doing draft order was to reverse roles and always to make a punishment so that no one would ever want to tank. So that reversing roles wasn't a good thing for them.
I see.
Anyways,
I'm about to get slapped up in here, dude.
We're slapped up and wrapped up. I think so. But we have a lot to look forward to. But first topic of the NFL is something Jameson brought up, and I don't like it one bit. Pat McAfee doesn't either, and I don't agree with it.
Talking about the rules.
We're talking about the taunting BS, the soft people that will never listen to sensitive sports, probably. We're talking about those people.
Yeah, this is a sensitive subject to these sports fans here.
I know you saw that Pat McAfee episode. He was talking about oh yeah, my whole entire freaking village is here watching me play, and I'm carrying these guys like I'm the freaking.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not allowed to get excited. Unbelievable.
Well, it just seems like any bit of emotion is just.
So I think that's the issue the front office of the NFL is having is splitting or deciphering the difference between taunting and celebration, because the definition of taunting is I'm running down the sideline 30 yards ahead of you. I'm turning around.
F you.
You know what I'm saying?
Your mama.
It's just, to me, it's like how hard it is to get to that point in a football game with the best and the best.
Absolutely.
That, dude, as long as they're not just pulling their pants down, swinging their helicopters like it's fucking tomorrow, you should be able to do a peace sign. As long as you're not doing the middle finger, you know what I mean? It's a general thing because, dude, it's cool. People think that's cool, you know what I'm saying? It makes kids go, I want to be fast, I want to score a touchdown, and I want to do a peace sign on someone because I was that good in that game to be able to do that.
So then that brings up the question, you know how DeAndre Hopkins always goes up to his mom? Is that taunting?
Some would say that, right?
Right.
Some would say that it is.
That's what I mean. So
there's just no way. There's no way.
Goodell's got to figure out with his team in the front office
how
they're going
to. Oh my gosh, if some crazy stuff. I can't stand that guy, bro. I don't like Goodell at all.
I mean, it's like sitting there now. If Cam was doing that dab, dude, it'd be for every dab 15. Okay, you dab one more time. That's 30, Cam. One more dab.
Yeah,
and he's rolling. And 40. That's 40. That's it.
So it brings back. Yes, we all agree on that part, which is why Josh said in the beginning. They're going to have to really figure out what they're going to do, because what are you going to... So if you flex to the crowd and you're a home team running back...
But I am trigger happy and I'm throwing that thing at your dome. That's
what's 15. The matter with flexing? I'm
going, hey, bud.
So what happens if you go and I want to get the crowd loud and then they lift their hands let's go, get loud? Is that taunting? You're going to have to figure this out, Roger Goodell.
It also plays into a lot of teams have... little things they do after they score. I mean, me being a Packer fan, the Lambeau Leap, they've been doing that for 50 years. Jumping into the crowd after you score a touchdown.
Yeah.
So are you going to take that away? I mean, are they going to really crunch down that much to essentially make football non-enjoyable for the players?
I mean, it's not going to work. And what sucks is because it's an emphasis and a mandate for this year, I highly doubt in this league that they're going to be able to take it off before the season starts.
Right.
Yeah.
It's coming up quick.
Anyways, I don't think that have a good plan on this.
No.
And I think there's going to be a lot of people upset.
So a quote from Ron Rivera is saying that he doesn't want a taunting to escalate to something much bigger during a game.
Like a fight?
Like a fight, but it's... How often have we even really seen a football fight? You could name them because they were such a big thing because they didn't happen too much like that. Let's take the Myles Garrett situation. Was there taunting that ever involved in that?
What, with the helmet?
With the helmet?
You don't think, was there ever taunting that led to that? No,
he said something under his breath and then just absolutely went crazy on him.
There wasn't even taunting. So if they're trying to prevent those situations, everything on those situations, I don't even think had a blatant taunting happen to cause this situation.
I also think that the NFL's kind of taking credit away from the officials. Because, hey, the officials have some issues that are going on actual penalty calling. That is a fact.
Hey, these boys.
That is a fact. But in terms of escalation on the field, I think they're doing a pretty damn good job.
Well, that's the thing is that they already have the toughest job on that field. I don't care what you say. If you ask me, I swear to God, if you were to sit there and go, Jameson, we're going to let you go. We're going to let you be a referee for this game. I would say no. Simply, absolutely will not call this game.
You know, being a sports official is a tough job.
That's what I'm saying. So now you're making these dudes who already have a tough job. Now they have to make an emphasis where if they don't do this emphasis, they're gonna they're gonna give them a call. Say, hey, you're not gonna be officiating anymore because you're not making these calls.
Well, they're the bad guy.
Oh yeah,
they are the face of the fouls.
110%.
You know who really has it tough is the sports officials in little leagues and youth leagues in the ghetto.
Maybe
competitive ones.
No, maybe though. But you're talking about these dudes who will get blasted on Twitter, bro.
Yeah,
these dudes, those small ones, maybe a viral video goes, but these dudes on the NFL scale, dude, they are just getting pulled. Dude, you remember that whole scandal that was happening those years ago? The Hail Mary stuff. Oh my God, that whole year when things were going just terrible.
Yeah. I mean, hey, even at the high school level, I mean, I'm a football official, so you know there is some.
See, if Josh goes out there to freaking wherever in Long Beach, West Long Beach, and coaches Little League or something, he's gonna get an earful if he makes a bad call, bro.
Right. Especially being
I was saying
being a flank official.
Sports.
Do you have any stories of just someone getting where you had to kick someone out or anything close to that?
I have not yet.
Danny has one.
I've had an issue.
When we have Danny on, maybe.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt Danny provoked that either. So
I've had an issue.
He held himself together,
running up and down the sideline.
Oh, see.
So if
back up.
Yeah. So right.
Back up.
Yeah. So I've had issues with that.
Warning, sir.
Yes,
Coach. One more time. Get your players back.
But you know what?
The
worst part about that, which I didn't get to experience last year being a official, is the fans. We didn't really have fans.
It was really low numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you go to high school games and they're filling their stadiums again. And after the game, we all got to walk to the same parking lot.
First year last year?
Yes. That was my first year. It was in the spring.
Come to a modern day game. Please officiate one modern day game that I could go to. Because I promise you, you're going to have some generational modern day alums, dude, that'll walk your ass down. They won't touch you. But they'll give you their peace of mind, though.
Yeah.
They'll do that, yeah.
Oh, quickly, Jameson, talking about modern day. This is relevant for modern day.
What you got?
Your prediction for Offensive Rookie of the Year is it's not looking too good to start off. Your guy's going to miss a little bit of time, so, not having a full season under his belt might hurt that a little bit. Unless he balls out right from the start of his return.
It truly just hurts me in the heart because
how much did you love this guy? You didn't invest any money into this.
Yes, I did.
You bet on him to win.
Oh, you bet your sweet ass I did.
Oh, son of a bitch!
And you know what? If I would cash out, it's too bad that once you place that bet, the odds don't fluctuate with it, and it ever goes it's of course. Dude, so
yeah, but the cash out with the cash out.
So Rashad Bateman, who I've talked about previously, I think is going to be offensive rookie.
What did you throw on him to win? I want to know.
I put
20 to win. 100?
No, look at his face. I think it's bigger than that.
Way.
Dude, I was a little buzzed after that draft, and I was watching Lamar Jackson.
Shit.
I remember seeing them talk about him drafting. He said, "How tall that boy is?"
What
to win? How tall is that boy? And they were like, "Oh, he's 6'2". And I was like, "Oh, damn, he's 6'2". I was fucking hyping myself up. I was like, "Oh shit, that boy's 6'2".
Let's hold up real quick. I'm going to let you know right now with a 17-game season, if he only misses 3 or 4 games, that is not the biggest effect.
So he's getting a groin injury, which it's a groin injury. He's getting undergo
your money
surgery.
Still well in the table.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
colors on that.
Groin though is pretty sensitive. I mean,
it's not fading away just yet.
What
I want you to win this, dude. Tell me the damn number. What to win what? 100 to win 400?
I think it was like 50 to win like almost 1,700.
That's a great bet.
Oh, he
you have winnings to throw on there.
His odds were pretty high, dude.
You like that?
Yeah, I
like that bet. I like that bet.
That's why I took it. I saw there and looked, and I was like, dude, with that offense, they need one. If they got one guy, because I'm sorry, Hollywood Brown is not doing it. I'm sorry, Baltimore fans, but he is not doing it.
So there's some tea that's been spilled, and it's about Michael Thomas, and we're gonna get into that right after this, real quick, since we're on players specifically about their skill set department and not their drama department. What about which rookie QB had the greatest showing in their preseason debut? Because there was a lot of display of it, and if I'm gonna give my opinion to start off, I thought it was Justin Fields.
So you thought so? What about Justin Fields' performance had you going? Okay, this.
Not in the entire look, dude. These guys are not even polished yet, ready to go. They're fresh out of college, and they had a weird 2020 season. A little bit weird. Everything was weird about 2020. So I just like Trey Lance. God bless him. He looked great, but he still, hasn't played in however long.
The thing is, both of them, what they did was across the field throws.
Yes,
throwback almost in a sense, dude. And they both scored.
What I was gonna say, there were some, glimpses of Justin Fields looking like a rookie, but there were some that looked really good. That's all I'm saying.
What, in Justin Fields?
Yes.
I mean, he went 14 of 20 for 142 yards and a touchdown.
That's not bad for the amount of time that he was on the field.
Yeah, and he was. You
do that with a good defense, and then play the rest of the game, and then double those numbers for a good 260 yards passing. No interceptions, 2 touchdown passes, and your defense kicks
boys,
ass.
Keep in mind, those dudes coming off the edge are not the same boys that have been coming off every Sunday.
The Chicago Bears, yeah.
That's true. I'm just saying. I mean, now take for granted.
And you know what? They might be poorly coached a little bit.
So you think Justin Fields, right?
I like Justin Fields, but your quarterback makes your team. If you have a good quarterback, they can take a little bit.
I think Trey Lance looked exceptionally well.
So that's your guy.
Dude,
he probably performed overall better.
He was just throwing the ball. You
have his numbers?
I do.
What are his numbers?
They're not nearly as good as Justin. He went 5 of 14, 128 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 sacks with a 93.7.
5 for 14 for how many yards again? I'm sorry.
128.
Okay,
he did have a touchdown. He was sacked 4 times. He finished with a QBR of 97.3.
With that said, though, he was my second guy because he also showed a lot of, he can definitely develop into a stud.
I think the things like the sacks and some of the missed throws could be tuned up a little bit to where in a full game he's going to look. That's what I saw. Was just he's making the hard throws. Now, the easy ones he missed a little bit. The sacks he doesn't have to give up all the time. Learn to throw it away.
Yeah.
And I just think that he could have. It's got good hope.
Here's a positive. He made an 80-yard pass, right?
Yeah, and
you know what's crazy?
Or did I get him in the red zone?
I believe that got him in the red zone. I'm pretty sure he was tackled in the red zone, but don't quote me on that.
No, it was a touchdown.
I don't know.
It wasn't a touchdown.
It was a 60. Right. It was probably like a 60 to 70-yard throw. They were back on their 10. He catches it about 50 yards down the field across the hash to hash almost.
Okay.
NFL's hashes are close, so it was probably like numbers to numbers almost. Like it was insane.
Jay Grizzy, who did you have a
I like Justin.
Okay.
I really did like Justin. I also I think Zach Wilson didn't do a bad job either.
I think him and Mac Jones had similar debuts. I think so. Him and Mac Jones had similar debuts.
Oh, yeah. Mac Jones did.
So Mac went 13 of 19, 87 yards, finished with a 78 QBR. And Wilson went 6 for 9, 63 yards. He had an 86 QBR.
Okay.
Yeah, but really quickly,
Mac Jones, I think, is not being talked about.
Trevor Lawrence, though. I don't know, dude. Everyone's still so high on him, and I'm not hopping on that yet.
So honestly, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna let him.
We'll see.
You got to throw. Oh. They say, "Oh, how are you going to teach him? Throw him out in the water if you don't know how to swim. He's going to learn how to swim if he wants to survive."
He doesn't have Tebow no more. What's he going to do?
What's he gonna do? Right.
What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Where's his faith gonna be?
He did not have a very good day. He went 6 of 9, 71 yards, a fumble. He did have a 90 QBR. So, but here, really quickly before we move on, and I forget this little fun fact. Did you know that Trey Lance, in his first ever NFL appearance, made a longer throw than Jimmy G has ever completed?
Yeah, I mean,
One more time for the fans that are listening.
Trey Lance, his first ever NFL appearance, made a throw of 80 yards, which is longer than any pass completed thrown by Jimmy G.
this is the thing. Porn star Jimmy, you know I love you, man. Porn star Jimmy, you are my guy. You took a date out to fucking wine and dine, and you took her out, and you own that shit,
Took
man.
her out.
You own that shit. But listen to me, bud. You get with your agent. You talk about real estate somewhere else because I don't think you're gonna be staying in the Bay Area.
I got word here that Trevor Lawrence's first play was a sack and fumble that was recovered by the by the defense. So
then that was the
is that a rude awakening? Because I'm going to let you guys know now. Peyton Manning's rookie year in the NFL,
Most interceptions, right?
something like that.
Something, yeah,
Something like
it was
that.
Like,
He struggled, but he showed signs of
that's what I'm saying.
you're
like,
a stud.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyways, to that Michael Thomas T. Who's right? Who's wrong? Jay Grizzy, what do you think about this?
Well, let's keep a little summary of the situation.
Yeah,
though.
go ahead, Jameson.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
J-Mo, take it and run.
so summary of this. So
Take it on the run, baby.
So Michael Thomas gets injured week 1 of last year's NFL season on garbage time. This team could have took a knee. They did not. They wanted to run a play. He gets injured. Now, throughout the season, he is getting cleared by medical staff. And eventually, he's getting in, trying to make a push playoffs.
Real quick, the defense did not recover that fumble by Trevor Lawrence. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, so Michael Thomas, he keeps getting it, so he's pushing it. But most likely could have gotten the surgery during the season. If he gets that surgery, comes back later than what they want him to, probably.
Okay.
But it would have been probably fine. Didn't have to get surgery in the off season, which causes all this animosity and maybe I wouldn't say maybe like you're losing me as an investment in my prime because I could be playing ready for week 1, but you guys wanted to push me last year.
Okay.
So now here we are in this situation, and I think two sides handle it very different. What do you guys think?
So you're telling me like this guy was hurt and wanted to get surgery done last year.
We don't specifically know what was said in the training room of what could have been done, but what they're making it seem is that he had an opportunity to maybe get it corrected right away.
Okay.
But they were saying, you know what, you don't have to do that. You are cleared. You can still perform. And it kept lingering, saying, he probably didn't feel 100% throughout the season.
Yeah.
But is a lot of that the front office saying, look, this might be Drew's last season. We need you to be out there?
Well, is
no.
the front office communicating with the players like that?
I'll promise you this. I know that there are some things in between the lines, how it always is, dude, is that there is a business being set there. There are decisions, there are business decisions being made. Now, do I know specifically in that Saints front office, that was the goal, was to, it's never a goal to have a guy, nothing like that, but we're saying, was that, it's like, as soon as those trainers say that he's ready to go, let's get him out there right now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that probably was what happened.
No, like polishing it,
Yeah, I mean,
let's nurse this a little bit longer.
How does he feel? You know what I mean? Does he feel ready to go? Now, these are football players, and I'm assuming that maybe most of them say, no, I'm ready to go. I'm good. I could play. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, if
no,
you're
the trainers
hurt,
just, you know what I mean? Those trainers say, I'm good. I could go play. And it's just like there's really, I just think there's a lot of miscommunication, and then maybe after the season, a lot of animosity of Michael Thomas goes from being top 5 fantasy player to the next season dropping just so drastic. I mean,
yeah. He only played 7 games last year, but he still had 500 receiving yards.
Which is what I'm saying. It's not like he dropped off as a player.
Right.
He just got injured.
Yeah.
And couldn't play.
Yeah.
And now he's sitting here going, okay, so now I'm looking at a QB competition with guy who literally
guy who's known for running, and then a guy who's known for throwing into the defensive back.
Yeah, exactly. One guy,
but still gets yards. I mean, if you want to get your numbers up.
Yeah. I look back and think of that.
Good way to get your numbers up.
And I kind of feel for Michael Thomas, because was he put in a position to where he's looking at the Saints and they're saying, look, or he's thinking, you guys, you invested in me, okay? But now you're willing to risk that investment by sending me out to continue to play because it's Drew's last season.
And we're saying hypothetically, this is what had happened.
Right.
This is what
So I think
they're basically saying we're telling you to put the team on your back right now.
And
go out there. We're going to still give you your 13 targets per game when your ankle is, or what's his injury?
His ankle.
His ankle that's been bothering him for like a couple years, dude. Every time he's questionable, it's because of his ankle. It's not easy to run routes out there.
Right. Well,
Who's got it the worst is the offensive and defensive linemen. I didn't play football, but those who did play football know that it is a war over there, and those guys don't get enough credit for how bad they get beat up. But with that said, receivers, even though they got all these new rules for touching them and all that, they still are putting miles on their body. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know what? I think it goes a little bit deeper than this. There is a legit issue. I've seen reports that Michael Thomas intentionally, missed multiple doctor's appointments because of the issue that's going on in the front office.
Oh, like intentionally,
so
rebellion.
Is he holding out? Because now, like, you look at the Saints. I don't think they're going to do as well as everyone thinks they're going to do. They obviously are coming.
I don't think anyone.
They're coming to a crossroads where they're going to rebuild. He is quite a lot of money on their payroll. Is it time to let Michael Thomas walk? And if so, is that what he's doing and essentially attempting to force a holdout? Kind of what Scottie Pippen did in Chicago.
What? If he's really trying to make himself better, that's unproductive.
I heard the reports. Him and Sean Payton had a little gathering in a closed room.
They said, lock the door.
Close the
blinds. We're about to squab it out right now.
There was nothing like that. And you saw Michael Thomas.
He said, I am not going to tackle players extra for a bonus on my check.
I heard he was on the sidelines for that Saints preseason game, dude. I think things are they're going in the right direction, but it's kind of like
some bad blood there.
I think it's like an almost Aaron Rodgers situation where it's let's let this season play out. We're going to focus on football. I'm not going to talk to you guys anything about the future.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out after.
Yeah, but see, then I see... You might be right, yeah, sure, but if the issue isn't with Sean Payton...
He wants to trade now?
No, I'm saying that the issue isn't Sean Payton, just like with the issue with Aaron Rodgers isn't Matt LaFleur. It is the front office. It is the GM.
Trust me.
It is ownership. I take what Sean Payton says with a grain of salt because he can say, look, we're fixing it. I want him here. But at the end of the day, Payton's not signing his paychecks. Peyton's not the one who's investing money into the team to build and win championships.
But Peyton's also there trying to keep his own job because it is a business.
That's fair.
And he has to feed his
bottom line here. Where's this guy going in fantasy? Are you even going to touch him?
No, I'm not going to talk about it because
I mean, I'm looking at taking this guy. I mean,
I ain't saying nothing.
I know. This is bullshit. Everyone's just going to, feed like a dog who hasn't eaten for days.
You know what I'll say right now. What I was hoping for is second or third last pick. I was going to probably pick
want that 12.
Keep him on my IR. I'll
just to see what happens.
Keep him on my IR to see what happens.
Because if they're competitors, there's going to be
I don't care. If he comes back,
even Jameis, why can't they could work.
He's got that LASIK eye surgery. We all knew we all knew there was a problem there. The way he was throwing those interceptions, we thought it was either point shaving.
He was seeing three people out there. Like he was seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold.
He was either point shaving or this boy really had some eye problems.
I think he had some, call him four eyes without.
Let's see the longest yard happening in real life. Well, this boy has some eye problems.
Jay Grizzy.
Yep.
With Sensitive Sports, we have a quote of the day. Do you have a quote of the day for me, sir?
I do. This is from Dan Campbell.
Jay Grizzy.
His very first interview in Detroit and what he's going to bring.
This guy is nuts, by the way.
Yeah,
he also said the espresso thing. We couldn't find that quote. Jameson loves that quote. This guy is ready to go. I'm telling you, he's ready.
Here at Sensitive
If someone
Sports
says something to him at practice, he might say, "You want to throw the gloves on about it then?"
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Here at Sensitive Sports, we are huge Dan Campbell fans. If this ever gets out to him, please come on
this
the podcast.
This guy has to be friends with.
Please come on the podcast, Dan. We will love to just talk about...
Drink a couple cold ones and just absolutely get to the shit.
Cold brews.
Sir.
Cold brews.
I'll play for you any day. I'll be water boy for your team any day.
Wonderful.
Get me out there. I'm still fast.
Let us hear it, Jay Grizzy.
Here's a quote.
I wanted this job bad because I felt like I knew this community. I played here. All right. Here's what I know. Just as an overall philosophy, you're going to say, well, what's this team going to be? What's it not going to be? Here's what I know. All right. I know that Detroit's made up of great people. Some really good people. All right. This community is strong. This place has been kicked. It's been battered. It's been bruised. And I can sit up here and give you coach speak all day long. I can give you, hey, we're going to win this many games. I can't, none of that matters. And you guys don't want to hear it anyway. You've had enough of that shit. So excuse my language. All right. Here's what I do know is that this team is going to take on the identity of this city. All right. And the city's been down and it found a way to get up. All right. It's found a way to overcome adversity. All right. And so this team's going to be built on, we're going to kick you in the teeth. All right. And when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. All right. And we're going to stand up. And then it's going to take 2 more shots to knock us down. All right. And on the way up, we're going to take your other kneecap and we're going to get up. And then it's going to take 3 shots to get us down. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
and I'm running through a wall. Right now, I just got my pads on. I'm sitting there and I'm just running through a wall, looking at my coach going, yes, sir.
Dude, that is who you want leading the squad. You think, and it sounded like if he kept going, he would have been like, you think I'm messing around? I'm being dead serious, you reporter. Stop asking me these questions before I get my guys out here. Yeah.
Right. So let's see if that enthusiasm and that attitude changes Detroit.
Hey,
what if it makes Jared Goff just freaking his nuts drop and he just grows a beard, gets some ink?
If they win 7 games, this dude has done something, I think.
Yes.
I think the thing is like, okay, so the Giants got in that
7, you said?
The Giants got in that fight, right? They got in that brawl.
Uh-huh.
And Joe Judge, right? The head coach of the Giants, it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
Oh, we do not do this. Dude, now Detroit had a little fight between a receiver and a DB.
When this preseason?
I think it was like the day after almost, or a couple days after.
Okay.
And that coach, dude, gets in an interview after and goes, "Oh, it fired me up, baby. That's what we're doing here." I mean, not exactly, but dude, I'm talking. That's who you want to play for. Someone that understands that you guys are out there busting your ass every day. Things are going to happen. It's not going to be the biggest. I mean, you guys are out there days grinding together. There's no harm, no foul. People ain't going to go in the locker room and
they're grinding
still
the whole dang year, dude. And I mean, you already know real quick, just before we get into the MLB, playing with your teammates, grinding physically and mentally and just...
I just want to stress more of this. A player's coach, like Dan Campbell, phenomenal. You will run through a wall.
That's someone you want to go to practice to every game.
You want
to go to the games for every game.
We're talking about practice.
We're talking about
Yeah. We want to go to practice for this guy because I'll run, like Jameson said, I will run through a wall for this guy.
That was excellent execution.
Thank you, sir. Anyways, I got a MLB.
Let's go now, baby.
So real quick before we get into any of this, the Trevor Bauer stuff. Whoa!
What about it? What's going on?
Something new? He's got a restraining order against this girl now, and it's looking like he's gonna get probably away with this. This is from the law.
This is what it sounded like to me. Is that there was a mutual? I mean,
yeah. Some people aren't too happy about that.
To me, it sounds like it was a mutual agreement of what happened, and she got pressured into coming out about something that maybe was mutual, kinky, whatever you want to say.
She likes to get beat a little bit. Let's admit it, girl. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I don't know what happened.
50 Shades of Grey. It's a great movie.
Sounding more like
there's just text messages about something about money, and then something about hurting Trevor physically. That's what she wanted. So,
but with Major League Baseball, either way, they're still going to find something to keep him out the rest of the year. Let's be real,
and that is because Manfred has been pressed by Trevor Bauer so many times for the rules. That is absolutely accurate right there.
Yeah.
He doesn't he's not very vocal on
He's
Twitter,
not playing again this year.
Sense.
He's not playing again.
They're doing whatever they can. I tweeted it the other day. I said the MLB will do whatever they can to make sure that guy is not pitching.
They don't
especially for the Dodgers.
Answer me this.
Yes.
They two-peat. Does he get a ring?
Honestly, I think so.
I'm not sure how
they haven't cut him. He's on the roster.
If he's still on the
he will
25.
Does this man get a ring?
The 40-man gets a roster, I thought.
No, I don't know if it's a 40-man because that means if I'm a 40-man in AAA, do I get a ring? I don't think so. I think if you're on the
that's for sure.
I think if you're on the IL bereavement. What's the name of the list?
Yeah, but you have to play a certain amount of innings or something, right? You have
to. There's not. It's nothing like that. It's just who's ever on your final cut.
Value.
You have your first cut, your second cut, your third cuts. Whoever's on that third cut gets the ring. Yeah. Anyways, besides that, we don't want to get too into it until we get a little bit more information. How about that Field of Dreams game?
Yeah,
Dude, I had a couple buddies at work that don't even watch baseball that came up to me saying like, wow, that was so exciting because it was at a scene of a movie that I saw when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And there was like 6, 7, 8 home runs exchanged. I don't know the exact number, but 2 of them were in the 8th inning or the 9th inning with Stanton and Judge, and then the walk-off by Tim Anderson.
Did you catch the guy eating the corn in the background? He got hit by the home run ball by Tim Anderson?
No,
Shut your mouth.
that is storybook.
Oh, dude.
Hey,
Is that
go back and watch.
Is that true?
Go back and watch.
Did that really happen?
Go back and watch. Go back.
I mean, if it knocked him out, that wouldn't have been so funny.
Homeboy was romping on some corn, dude, and had no idea games.
romping, chomping. You mean
romping and chomping, dude? I don't care. What he does with that piece of corn is his own business. I do not. I'm not.
Okay, dude. No more Trevor Bauer, Deshaun Watson stories. Okay, we don't want. Anyways,
my fantasy team name will be Watson's Massage Parlor
for the first week, and then you're going to change.
Week,
Dude,
yeah,
I really like it when you go and you match up with someone and you dig deep and you really think hard about what your team name is going to be for them that week.
I'm looking at you.
Another one we did.
Fake classes.
Another one we did. One of our teammates in our league. We're not going to say which one it is, but you said you did something like fried and greasy.
Oh yeah, who?
Don't say it out. We'll talk about it after. But oh my gosh, that was absolutely hysterical, dude. You're the king of that. So I really hope you return to do that again.
I take pride.
Anyways, back to baseball. Jameson, Michael Jackson in his grave. Dude. Myself and all Dodger fans are loving the swagger and the majestic speed of Trey Turner. T squared. What it do, baby? What it do, baby? That guy knows. What it do, baby?
Okay, yeah, what it do, baby? Dude, this guy slid into home base. Like, you ever seen those memes where the girlfriend's like, "Hey, my parents aren't going to be home tonight. Come through." Yeah, that's what he's like. He just slid through the front door just like that.
Dude, it was so.
I'm here, baby. Slid. Oh yeah, that shit was great.
The background must be his dance, right, on his phone.
You know what I want him to do?
Is him going like, lean back.
What is someone to hit a home run and run around the bases as fast as they can and slide into home base just like he did? That would be that'd be goated all time, bro. For that,
unbelievable.
It was smooth.
Oh my god,
smooth as silk.
I'm a smooth criminal.
Like not even
facts, Jameson. Facts. Absolutely. Hey, with that said, Bellinger's back. Is he back or is he not? I mean, he had that 2 home run game against the Phillies, but there were some clutch moments in the past 2 games against the Pirates, who's, it's not a secret. They're not one of the best teams in baseball, and he didn't come through. But I know he's still hitting the ball a little bit better, and he's, it seems like he's tracking it a little bit better. And I hate to be the critic out here, but it's what everybody's talking about and wants to know about. But, it might take him a little time. Hopefully he catches that fire right before the postseason starts.
Come on, MVP Belly. Come on.
He won the MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Come on, dog.
He's got some accolades. You can't just bench a guy like that. Someone was saying you're going to play Chris Taylor and AJ Pollock over him. God bless you, Chris Taylor, and God bless you, AJ Pollock. But never, ever am I going to play those guys in a playoff game over a MVP guy who won the MVP in the past 2 years.
MVP Belly.
Come on, sure.
I am absolutely sure. A guy who's that young and that kind of power.
If you've got a guy,
okay.
If you've got a guy playing 162 games who's batting 230. Okay.
He does not have 162 games.
No. So this is hypothetical.
Okay.
This guy's just won 3 MVPs. Okay. He's batting.
I'm going to hear this.
220, 215.
Okay.
And you have other guys who can play the position as well, who are hitting a 290. Okay. And can compete. You're still going to play the guy batting 215?
Not over a 162 game season.
No, we're in the playoffs now.
No, I promise you right now, as an outside perspective, I would say no. I know that guy in the past 2 years or whatever it is in the playoffs have been doing good. He just came off injury. I'm playing him, dude.
See, but and that's why I'm with you. But he twisted the question a little bit with the 162 game season.
He wants to.
You got to give me the same contradiction there is now.
Okay,
he's only got
60 games he's played.
How many? 100. He doesn't even have 200 yet, does he?
He has 250.
250. 250 at bats.
Yep, he's batting. He's batting.
Remember, people finished the season with like 500, 550 at bats.
Oh, no, okay.
Okay, so he has half of that, right?
Yeah.
He's batting 183.
No. Tell me this. Are you able to get the stat? How many of those bats were before, and how many of those were after his?
I'd have to do some digging.
He would have to do some real digging for that. But I'm going to tell you right now. Another thing you would we consider to look up if you had the way to get it would be okay. So let's do the math. What if he has a 2-game hit tonight, a 3-game hit After that, goes 0 for 2 games in a row, and then he has another 3-hit game, and then another 3-hit game, and then goes 0 for again, and then gets 1 hit. What would his average be after that with the amount of at-bats he has on the team? Because that's not too crazy to do.
What I was thinking is,
right?
What was his average before
it
he
would
got
climb
hurt?
a good amount because he's got a low amount of at-bats, right?
Possibly.
What was the average?
Especially if those 0-4 games he got
hurt. Before he got hurt,
I'm not sure what his average was
that's
before
my
he got
thing.
hurt.
Dude, it was so early in the year, it didn't even matter.
But
it was that early.
I don't know, 250 at bats, bro. I mean,
it's not going to change as much as I think you think it is. But he's got 250 at bats. That's not a small sample size.
That's not how I'm saying it, though. What I'm trying to say.
I mean, dude, if you do that, what I just said, 3-hit games,
he wouldn't be over 200.
What's he at right now? 180?
183.
He would probably be really close to it.
He's below the Mendoza line. But my point being is if you got other guys playing the position, you know, I'm not saying that he's a bad player. He's obviously proven to be a legit, you know, Brandon, first base.
Coming off injury, though, how many of those at-bats is still him getting back into the speed of the game? You know what I'm saying?
True. You got to get your timing down.
He's only you can
only give that excuse for so long, and I'm with that part, Josh.
Yeah.
But what we're talking about right now is the playoffs, and we got a month and a half until the playoffs.
I'm a little bit excited. Bit excited.
So that day comes before you're Dave Roberts.
Okay.
Who are you going to play? Especially if there's a righty on the mound.
This guy's got a career playoff batting average of 189.
True. How many dingers does he have?
8.
8.
In 221 at-bats.
Yeah, Josh, I see where you're going with this, Josh. I see where you're going with this. And it probably would, honestly, like, it wouldn't be the worst move because those little scrappy guys like AJ Pollock honestly do good in the playoffs, but there's never a chance that it's going to happen. And unfortunately, I'm betting on the big bomb. I'm betting with Bellinger no matter what.
See what you're saying. It's more of like, okay, that was the average. That's the overall statistic. But in crunch time, when he needed to make that hit, was he striking out or was he getting hit? When did it matter? When did it not matter?
So he had a lot of over game.
He's got 70 strikeouts already this season, and only 250 at bats.
Okay.
I mean, his MVP years, he had 108 and 146 respectively in those 2 years, and he had twice as many at bats. So he's still looking.
Twice as that, he's on pace for it.
Sure, he is.
So yeah, okay.
So he's on pace for the MVP.
So he's on pace for the same strikeouts he had that year, yes.
Right.
Dude, and remember, a big thing about Cody Bellinger winning MVP that year was his April to start the year was completely incredible. It was as epic as it gets.
Okay, but then when you say that, I feel like that makes my point. So he had one great month.
But he won MVP twice.
But just 1 month isn't going to give it over the year. Like you just said, 1 month isn't going to raise his average that month. So he obviously did it over the year, right?
Well, no, I'm not saying that. You said a matter of 5 games. 30 games is different.
I didn't say 5 games. What I just
you said
it was like 7 or 8 games I gave you.
That's not 30 games, though.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you that's what it would look like.
66% more at bats.
Is that not something to start like a hot streak? Like that's the start to a hot streak, and then maybe he does it like 2 or 3 weeks after that to get him hot. Yeah, that 1 week of getting, what did I say? I said 3 hits, then he gets 3 hits again. Then he goes 0 for, probably gets a walk or 2 because he got 3 hits the past 2 games. And then he goes 0 for again, probably with another walk or 2. And then he goes 1 for something.
My thing is
2
like,
for something.
You're talking about a dude
that's a lot.
MVP 2 years in a row, right? It was 2 years in a row?
No.
No. He only won it once. He won Rookie of the Year and he won MVP. Yeah. But yeah, what were you gonna say, Jameson?
I thought he won it twice.
He only won it once, but his Rookie of the Year.
Oh, so okay.
So and yeah,
I just don't.
I think he probably got some MVP votes. Maybe his rookie.
Answer me this: with his career thus far, Hall of Famer?
No.
Josh,
I think he's on the outside looking in, but not by far.
But
right now, if he retired right now, you think he'd be a Hall of Famer?
Josh, nobody after 5 freaking years.
Ooh, fire his ass up, Josh. Come on.
You're meaning to okay.
Come on, dude.
Duh.
I'm kind of liking this debate. What's going on?
Relax over there.
No,
I'm with you. 5 years, nobody's going to make the Hall of Fame. The real question is, you don't think he's on an incline to win? I mean, because of this one bad year.
Maybe it was a bad question. Maybe it was a bad question because he says he's on the outside looking in, meaning he still has more seasons to come.
I'm not saying that it's not going to happen, but right now, looking at his numbers, do I think he's a Hall of Famer? No.
So let's say he wins 3 more Silver Sluggers, 2 more World Series with the Dodgers. One of those is a, American League or National League Championship Series MVP with all the numbers, all the accolades he already has, and then plays a 10-year season. He's not at least 10 years. You don't think he's a Hall of Famer?
Yes, I do, but he hasn't accomplished any of that.
So if he plays, no. Here's the next
question. It is a big what if.
It is a big what if. Yes, of course. Which here's not. He plays 16 years in his MLB career, and he has exactly what he has now, but finishes with 350 to 490 home runs over that 16 years. But he has the Rookie of the Year, and he has the MVP, and he has some Silver Sluggers and a Gold Glove, and his defense is phenomenal. So the odds are he'll probably get a few more Gold Gloves. Look, guys, we got to get on to the next topic, but I'm gonna just say this right now: a lot of baseball guys I know think Cody Bellinger is a stud.
I like the guy. He always just looks. He's got those eyes squinting.
We can ask BD about that.
I'm not saying
when we have BD on in our future episodes, which we'll talk about that later. We could ask him.
I'm not saying he's not a stud. That's not. I think he's an absolute phenomenal
you said
baseball
he's not
player.
On track right now to win the MVP.
No, I said that I don't. Yeah, right now I don't think he is, and I also said that when the playoffs come, do I think he should start over guys who are batting 290 with the same amount of same amount of stat line in terms of home runs, RBIs? No, I don't. And to be honest, I don't think he's shown enough of the amount of postseason at bats he has. I don't think he's shown enough to me in the postseason to be in that picture anyways.
So he's done nothing to, give you any hope for
this postseason? No. Okay. I'm not saying that he's not a good player.
There's a month and a half left. We're going to see, but I mean, he did just win the MVP. Jameson, what do you got to say to it?
Hey, Cody Bellinger, I love the way he comes up to bat.
Yeah, he's got
he squints those eyes like he's just modeling for a picture. Maybe a little bit confused. Maybe he's like, dude, where's my car at? I don't know. You know what I'm saying, dude? And I'm riding.
Anyways, Josh, you got anything left to say about that?
No. Well, let's sit back and watch this guy's amazing career continue because, again, he is a good baseball player.
Amazing. You just said, okay, you know what? Anyways.
Taking words out of my mouth, Z-Y. I'm not saying he's a bad player.
Real quick before we move on to the NBA, Tatis homers right back when he returns off the IL. I'm going to just say this. We're not going to get too deep into it because we got to get going, but the Padres aren't much without him.
No, they're not.
The Padres are not much without him.
And
that's big facts. Everyone agrees with that. Yeah. Everyone's on the same page with that part.
Yes.
Anyways, real quick, boys, before we get into the NBA, we have an NBA edition of Would You Rather?
Give it to me right now. I'm ready. What's going on?
You ready for some?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped up. Hey, chill out.
Let's go. You chill out, sir.
No, give it to me.
Right in your freaking seat.
There was a lot of.
Anyways, would you rather have Shaq and Kobe's three-peat or Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen's three-peat? Which one was more impressive? Which one would you rather be a part of? Don't think too hard. I want your gut off tops thought.
Oh no, dude, the Kobe and Shaq one was so swag. Dude,
Swagger. That's what I'm saying. Josh?
Oh, for sure that one.
You know I'm not saying that.
You're going to say Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And why?
I don't like that either. Would you rather have the Miami Heat's big three with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh? Or would you rather have Golden State Warriors big three with KD, Clay, and Steph Curry?
I like getting wet, Splash Brothers, please.
You like the Splash Brothers over the Heat big three? Okay.
Yeah.
I think LeBron James and Dwayne Wade would do a lot of locking up those guys like you would when you're going on vacation and you're leaving your house alone,
Yeah, I think the Spurs has something to say about that.
Or like when you're going out to PE class and you got to lock your locker. You know what I mean? Something like that.
I'm sure
you're going to have some guys.
The Spurs had a lot to say about that. That's fine.
They beat the Spurs also. So they're 1-1 with that. I would go with the Heat. I got to go with the Heat. What would you say?
Golden West.
Golden
State.
Oh my goodness.
In Huntington Beach?
No, Golden State. Golden State.
Okay. I got one more for you. The 2016 Cavaliers with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Love. Or the 2006 Heat with Shaquille O'Neal and Dwayne Wade.
Ah, damn.
You like that? That's a good one.
I like the Cavs. You like the Cavs?
They did come back from 3-1 against a team that broke Michael Jordan's Bulls record of the regular season the best regular season records.
Well, the thing is, like, I'm a lot more familiar with that Cavs team,
Yeah.
and I have a slight memory of that Heat team. Yeah,
Still Shaq and
I
D Wade.
think I think there's a lot more historical moments in that Cavs winning that season
Yeah.
than there was with, I think, that Heat, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'll go with the Cavs, yeah.
Okay. So we got 2 Cavs.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going with the Cavs too because
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
LeBron and that whole squad. Last one for you. In my opinion, this is a really tough one because they're both kind of like underdog champions. The 2019 Toronto Raptors with Kawhi Leonard or the 2021 Milwaukee Bucks that just won this year.
You know what? If they were to play in the Eastern Conference Final, that would have been
a great
like,
matchup.
because you know what? Well, the way they got on was a buzzer beater, right?
Yeah, they did.
Against the Sixers.
Toronto. Oh, it was the Sixers. Okay,
The Sixers.
it was the Sixers.
No,
and then,
so in
Joel
19,
Embiid cried. Yeah.
in 19, the Raptors beat the Bucks in the playoffs.
Okay.
it was earlier on though.
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it
Conference
was.
Finals,
It was.
right?
No, I don't believe it was a conference finals.
Anyways, that was some good would you rather.
Well, I mean, who'd y'all pick for that?
Yeah, we didn't even
y'all
say.
pick?
We didn't even
21
say.
Bucks.
I'm going with the 19 Raptors, dude. Kawhi Leonard won
Dude,
his second one with a different team.
The way Giannis was playing in those damn championship games, dude, I got to go with the Bucks.
40 point.
I hate to agree with Josh over here, but yeah, I got to go with the Bucks.
I will say, dude, Giannis down the road when you look, okay, he won a championship and then he won the championship MVP. Dude, with his 2 MVPs already and his 2 Defensive Player of the Years, he's going to be a Hall of Famer with unanimously.
With just that right there.
100%.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you disagree
yeah,
with
dude.
that, I will take you to school.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. DM our account if you don't think Giannis is going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done unanimously. Guys, we're going to talk about the Lakers switching their numbers, but real quick, who did you like the most of the Summer League? Cade Cunningham?
Dude, you know what? I kind of like Jalen Green a little bit more when they had that little face-off
Okay.
game. That game.
That kid could play.
I think Jalen Green had a little behind him for getting picked second overall. He felt like he was going to be the number 1 overall pick. Cade took it,
Yup.
and I think that game it was kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna get your ass this game.
And look at it, it's like we're going back to 2018. LiAngelo Ball and Mac McClung are relevant.
Oh yeah,
again.
absolutely. Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're hearing their
That's
names
funny,
again.
yeah.
What's going on there?
All of a sudden, Riff Raff comes out with a new single. Yeah, so this is the way it
My
goes.
body, my cousin Mac Clung gonna dunk on your face. I'm about to go and jam in space with Michael Jordan's.
Okay, yeah, neon everything.
You know what? Before I take the roof down, we got to get on.
Lighting on fire, then, bro.
Anyway, so what's up, man? The Lakers, everyone's getting hating on us because we got Russell Westbrook and he's switching back to 0. LeBron's probably going to switch back to 6 to open up 23 for Anthony Mother and Davis.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
Well, the thing is, Davis it's not official that he's going to 23. That's where I'm confused.
It's not, but it opens the opportunity if LeBron goes to 6. Is it not official?
No. LeBron's official 6.
Okay.
Westbrook
Okay, and then yes,
official
they're
0.
waiting on AD.
And then
He's
Carmelo
gonna
is
do it.
official 7. 0,
Yes.
6, and 7 is official.
And AD just has to go
AD
back
on
to
the
23 to
roster,
be some-
he is still what he was.
And then guess what? Dwight Howard goes back to 12. I would flip. Oh, the Lakers, dude. Hey, so here's a good question for you. First of all, I think we all like it. Cue Darth Vader music. The thoughts on the Lakers and the Nets. Whose super team is more scary when everybody's healthy? When everybody's healthy is the key thing here.
I have to.
You know what? Don't even talk about the big 3. Let's just talk about their teams. Which squad are you taking to win the finals if everybody on that team is healthy?
Look, I believe Lakers take it all.
Lakers because of that defense, right?
I just think Russell Westbrook and LeBron, people hate them together and that they're going to fight. But I really think that it's a perfect combo because Russell Westbrook is dude, triple-double fucking king.
Triple-double machine.
LeBron, you could say maybe he has slowed down a little bit.
Like he is the opposite of the McFlurry machine at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Like he just
he pumps
he's
them out.
the man.
Does
dude.
not break down. Does not break down. And what I'm saying is like it's just at times LeBron's gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna let you just roll with it. Roll with it. Once you feel like you're losing a little bit, dump it down. Dump it down.
Yeah.
That's it. I think they're gonna roll. I think they're gonna be great. They're gonna be good.
All right,
Yeah.
dude.
What's up?
How about Dennis Schroder having to settle for that deal, dude?
Hey, I'm hurt because that's one of my favorite players in the NBA, and he just declined.
Yeah, but I heard
so
you say
much
3
money.
episodes ago, like, you have to be Dennis Schroder. Like, come on, Magic said he's not Laker material. Why you like him still? Because he's
Why'd they offer him that much money? That's the thing. Is like they offer him that much money, and then okay, obviously
It would have gone down as a bad investment.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess for the Lakers, works out great. Dennis Schroder, he's
I heard, dude, somebody leaked that he's like, I forgot where, but somebody close to him said he's really like taking it hard.
I mean, dude, you're talking.
You could have been a millionaire, and now you're settling for which you're still gonna be
being a millionaire.
You're still gonna, but like, bro, like at that point though, it's like okay, I could buy this freaking.
He was given the opportunity
skyscraper
for a contract that, as a kid, you wish you were having. No matter as the time goes, it was the amount of money and the way the market is. It was where Duncan Robinson did get a lot of money too. Though I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Yeah,
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, he got a lot of money too.
He's a good shooter, but worth that. Yeah. His defense is like, I don't know if it's like special. But
I think he got
my guess would be it's atrocious.
He got 5 years, $90 million, I believe. Do not quote me on that.
He might be able to.
I believe it is 5 years, $90 million.
That's a lot.
And dude, it's then Dennis Schroeder was offered 4 years, 80. I mean, it looks like the market. I would say those are equal players in a sense of like if you were going to give them money, it was equal like that. That's the market.
I would say so.
And then what sucks is that Dennis Schroeder has to settle for 1 year, $5 million on the Celtics.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Is he going to take over the role of Kemba Walker, or is someone else already there? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to step into a starting role, or is he going to have to come off the bench on that team?
Well, he can play point guard and shooting guard, so he's
honestly
pretty versatile.
It's just, I think it's just Schroeder. I maybe heard they got one more player. I think I'm wrong though.
It's Schroeder.
Schroeder.
Say it with me one more time. Schroeder.
Schroeder. I don't really care about Schroeder
from Germany.
From Germany.
The Sensitive Sports Podcast is going straight to Beer Fest. Okay.
Anyways, do we have anything else for NBA? Are we good with NBA?
Yeah, that's.
I think TBC, dude. To be continued.
TBC, to be continued. Real quick, I just got to ask Josh Jameson. I want your input too. You might not know the ones and twos of the disrespect here, but how do you feel about high school baseball players starting to drift into what, you know? And I have a buddy who has a strong opinion about this, and I talked about it with him because he said his team, you know, came from nothing, and they were, you know, they didn't really have the most support in their baseball program. And as a senior squad, they, you know, worked hard to get where they were, and they ended up being pretty solid. And they would shake hands on the mounds at visiting, you know, ballparks and do what the pros do. That's what the pros do. You know, they shake hands on the field, and then the losing team get the hell out, you know, go into your dugout. But in high school, you meet at home plate and you shake hands, and there's a respect thing there. And what do you think about that? Because it really pisses me off as being a coach, and I go and I see these guys, and there's probably, you know, 18 to 20 kids on the team, and, you know, 7 of them are legit, or 7 of them are good, 3 of them are legit, 1 of them has a chance to do something, and the rest of these kids get to go on our mound that we rake and clean up and, you know, work off of. It's just BS, dude. That's not, I know the trend, and it's eventually going to be a regular thing, but I'm not a big fan of it. Josh?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
No, I don't.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Thanks for that.
Yeah, because those kids, I'm with you. Yeah, the booze. I'm with the booze because those kids haven't done anything.
But did they win?
But okay.
Yeah.
But
if you're visiting opponent, visiting,
I'm a competitor, bro, and like in football, dude, you do a lot of things that are questionable and stuff like that. But it's a part of the game. If you are a competitor and you win a game, boy, you better. There's nothing you can say to me because
I respect that. But that's where you practice.
Yeah,
practice what?
You know what? I don't think
we talking about practice.
That's where you put the hours in, the sweat and the tears.
So Zach's
to lose a game?
No, Zach's argument is
like if you're an away team coming to the home field,
yes,
and the away team happens to take a W from you,
okay.
There's just an unwritten rule in high school baseball because you're not in college and you're not a guy yet. You shake hands at home plate, and you shake hands.
And what do the pros do?
And the pros meet on the mound and they do shit. And some teams,
and what do these kids want to do? They want to be in the pros,
they want
right?
to do that, yeah. But so there's
what's gonna
there's little Linus and freaking whoever the hell on the bench.
And you know what? That's going to be the highlight of their life.
Yeah.
They're gonna look back on that
I
and
see
say,
where you come from.
my issue is
It
that
just sucks when you're playing. It's a competitive game, dude. It happens.
See, but I don't like the argument that the pros can do it, but high schoolers can't. Because
you're
if
right.
it's about respecting the game of baseball, it doesn't matter what level you are. It's still the core, the integrity of the game itself. I don't think it takes away that. I don't think it shows disrespect. I think it's a group of guys celebrating what they did as a group, as a unit, and winning a game. And I think they are entitled to that.
yeah, I mean, I just think you take it two ways. You either get, oh my God, so disrespectful, or you go, you know what? That's the last time we're going to lose and let a team walk onto our mound and do
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
Let that shit drive you, man. I mean,
You guys are enlightening my mind right now, and I know it's going to be a trend one day down the road, and it's going to be a regular thing. It will
If
eventually.
I was the coach, I'd say, hey, you beat our ass. You get your boys walking that mound because I need my boys to feel a little
You
pain.
shake your own hands on our mound,
Yeah.
and you make us watch. You don't take your eyes off it. You look at what they're doing. They're celebrating on it.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. J Grizzy. J Grizzy. You got some current events for me?
Current affairs.
Current affairs, I know, geez.
Yes.
What are we, a newspaper?
New York
Get some
Times.
current events, baby.
Okay, I've got a few. Don't know if any of you heard, any listeners heard. Patrick Mahomes just released some details on his first signature shoe with Adidas.
Okay.
Pretty big news. It's going to be called the Mahomes One Impact FLX.
That's
or
pretty
Flex.
big for football, right?
Yeah, most
I mean-
definitely.
I mean, that is huge.
It is very big.
Is it a shoe or is it a cleat?
It's a shoe, I believe. It's a tennis shoe. It's a running shoe.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm looking at them right.
So it's not it's not a cleat. It's an actual shoe.
It's an actual design.
Yes.
You know what I promise you is he did not want to fall in the footsteps of Michael Vick, dude. Michael Vick came out with that shoe, that cleat.
Yeah.
Michael Vick, dude, everyone was strapped up around the neighborhood with those bad boys.
Though, it's that's an interesting point because when it comes to sports that actually have, spikes, metal or rubber, it's a little bit difficult in terms of sales,
Yeah.
But if you look at like what MJ did with Nike, you can wear those shoes as running shoes. Basketball shoes can be used.
Yeah, there's no metal
in
spikes
multiple
making
ways,
noises when you walk.
So
you can get some traction
you are
off
going to
it.
be able to market that product and sell that product to a larger audience and hike up revenue because you can, achieve more sales globally.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Where if you sold football, if
I see what you're saying.
if Mahomes sold football cleats, people in India most likely are not going to buy them because football.
No,
is a
I see what you're saying.
prominent
It's the shoes or an all around. You can wear them in your house, outdoors, on the court, whatever you want to
the
do.
man
the
cave.
cleats, it's specified.
The Sensitive Sports Dojo.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Sensitive Sports Studio.
You know what? I want to buy some.
I'm gonna get some too. You know what? Rack it up right now. I also like his glasses. I think JP rocks with his type of glasses.
So what's
My
your-
glasses.
I mean, yeah, dude. There's,
My glasses. You got something about Joey Votto?
Yep, Joey Votto got his 2,000th career hit.
that's a lot of hits.
Hall of Fame, right?
Congratulations.
He'll be
to
a
Joey
Hall
Votto.
of Famer. Can I get you to agree with me on that?
Yes.
Congratulations, Joey Votto, on your future induction into the Hall of Fame.
That's
Congratulations.
crazy. I mean, in my small stint at ELB, I think I got maybe 50 hits.
50 hits.
Dude, I'm gonna do the
A lot of walks.
Oh my-
I was lead off, dude. Yeah, it was nothing
when I
crazy.
do a high school season, and usually the leading hitter on the team has 35. I
mean,
have no 50 hits.
Just looking at his stat line, 2,000 hits, 321 home runs,
Oh, he's a Hall of Fame.
303 batting average, 937 OPS. He is a Hall of Famer.
No doubt.
That's awesome.
Awesome. He was
He
on
is a
fire this
Hall of
past
Fame.
month.
Just
Still is.
Piss missiles, dude. I love it.
So, guys, can I hear a little bit about? Oh, Jay-Z. You wanted to say, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard, Jay-Z and the owner of the Philadelphia 76 are in the process of buying a sportsbook firm.
Oh, wow.
So what is that? They're going to create their own, or are they taking over something?
So I
totally
think, I think Jay-Z's involved because they're going to buy it, take it over, and then rebrand it, because New York has had a lot of issues with sports gambling, and the legality issues they had up there. So this is going to be big. We'll see what the state decides to do with it. I'd have to brush up a little bit on the laws of it, but I know that DraftKings had an issue there. I know that, what's the one that FanDuel had an issue there. So it'll be interesting to see now that they got, now that they have a big, essentially one of the faces of New York in Jay-Z.
Hey, make it legal, please. U.S., all 50 states. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Come on now. I have to sit here.
But it's trending upwards so fat. Like, it's going to happen one day. Just like
it's
kids shaking hands on the mounds. It's all going to happen.
Yeah. Are these kids going to shake hands or not? I would love to put 50 on that on the spot. Come on now.
That's a good one, dude.
Jesus.
Jay Grizzy, let's wrap it up with one more.
Okay.
You have one more. I know you do.
I do have one more, and I find this one, pretty interesting since we're getting close. The NFL's here, so is college football.
Absolutely.
So AP has released their preseason top 25.
Talking about AP poll right now, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, right.
No, the AP.
Yeah, AP poll. I got you. Yeah.
So, who do you think's won? Who's always won?
I think I know this actually.
Oh, yeah?
Let me see if I can guess. Okay, it's Bama.
On.
Bama's won.
Bama's won.
Now we're going to go number 2. It's Oklahoma.
Nope.
No.
Clemson.
On the AP polls?
It's Clemson.
Let me do this.
I swear I heard it was Oklahoma. Too.
It's Clemson.
So number 3.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What's number? We haven't got number 3 yet, right?
No, do you want me to say it?
No. Is
Okay.
it Texas?
It is not Texas.
Georgia.
No way, Texas.
Not Georgia.
Dude, it's Ohio State.
It's not Ohio State.
Okay, there you go.
It is Oklahoma.
Bro, he literally just said that, Jake.
He's
Grizzy.
I think I'm going way out.
Good job, Jameson. You had that.
Well, no, I had.
No, you said Oklahoma.
I swore Oklahoma was 2 and Clemson was 3.
Well, it was Bama, it was Clemson, and it was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So right there you go. Okay, you got the third one. Anyways, number 4.
4 has to be Ohio State.
No.
Is it Texas?
No.
Is it Georgia?
It's Georgia.
Okay, if we've said it. Okay. No.
Okay.
Number 5. Next one.
5.
Texas.
Ohio State, for fuck's sakes, where are they at?
Okay, so they're not the 5th. Okay.
What's going on here?
Notre Dame.
Number 5. And they're pretty high.
Who?
USC.
No.
It's not Notre Dame.
Oregon.
No, it's not Notre Dame. It is Iowa State.
Why didn't you let us guess?
It's who?
We could have maybe got it.
No, I would.
Iowa. Iowa State.
It's Iowa State.
Yes.
Iowa. Midwest.
Iowa State.
Cyclones?
Yeah.
Over
The
Ohio
Cyclones.
State.
They finished last year in the top 10. They won the Fiesta Bowl.
What?
And they had a unanimous All-American in Brees Hall.
So they had
a good team last year. They were ranked.
You're
No,
telling
they
me-
were good. They were good.
These boys
they're
have one
kind of trending up.
MLB game in that state, and they're thinking college football is just going to go all out. Also,
I mean, hey, with Purdy and Kolar, I mean, this is probably going to be their most hyped
you can name
season
off
in history.
the whole entire roster. I'm not going to know one person on that team.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you will.
No.
You know
he's
what?
right.
Hey, you know what?
Josh is right. You might know somebody on that team, but we still were naming those big programs, and it was just.
I am.
And applause to Iowa State for starting the season.
Shocked, bro.
Numbers 5.
Iowa State.
Respect.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, boys down there? Hold on to that. Get into that college play. Let's define the law of gravity out there in Iowa, huh?
Everybody, they don't got much
roll.
out
Let's
there.
roll. Let's not roll tide. Let's not roll tide.
Everybody, they will have support there.
Field of Dream game.
Field of Dream game.
It's got that was in Iowa.
You know what?
It's got
Let's
the
build a
state
football
going.
field on that Field of Dreams game. Let's get those boys from Iowa State out there.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
build it
Right next door.
Dude, give me their first the preseason Iowa State. Real
Let's
quick.
draw a blueprint.
Wait,
Give
who
me
they're
this right
playing?
now.
Yeah, give me their pre. I want to see if they're playing anyone big. If they're number 5, they got to have a good little preseason game, one at least.
Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah, what is it?
I got it right.
They got to have one good preseason game.
Northern Iowa.
Get anyone
Oh my
ranked.
God.
Anyone ranked. No, just give me anyone ranked.
Anyone
in that
special.
preseason.
No. Baylor.
Okay, that's special, but that's not that.
Kansas.
Jesus. Oh, these boys are going to stay top 5.
So so they end up
football.
playing. They play Texas.
Okay. Baylor, you said
Texas Tech.
Texas. Right?
but that's a part of their.
It is.
conference,
But
yeah.
I think so. That's the big thing. Where they finished the bowl game, the All American.
Oh, these boys could really do it, huh?
Yeah.
Woo-wee! Okay, all right, boys.
That's some good teams.
Those corn-fed motherfuckers.
I'm corn-fed. I know what that's about. I'm a big, girthy behemoth guy.
I can't.
Anyways, hey, fellas, I had a good-ass time.
Hey, this has been awesome today.
Great episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Shout out to Evelyn. Wish you were with us. Hope you're managing those fools really good over there at
Hey, my birthday's this week. Thank you. Birthday week. Whoop, whoop.
And an early happy birthday to Jameson. He is...
I got to pay for fucking life insurance, health insurance, dental insurance. I got to figure all that shit
He is turning 26 years old, and his birthday is in an hour and 10 minutes. So happy early birthday to our boy J-Mo.
All right, peace out, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stay sensitive out there.
Quick shout out to Livication and Red Moon from Long Beach, California. Good looking out on the awesome music that you supply for this podcast. I highly recommend giving them a follow or a download on, your favorite streaming site. And I recommend you do the same for us if you want this sensitive, product to keep coming out here. We have such a good time, and it starts with everybody that, follows and subscribes. Thank you guys very much. That's it, boys. Everyone have a good night, have a good weekend, and have a good rest of whatever the week, wherever we are listening to this podcast.
Peace and love,
see you
baby.
next time,
Peace
baby.
and love.
Let's go, baby.
See ya.
Why so sensitive?